This is my video presentation for forensic science, and I will be talking about what is a crime scene investigator. A crime scene investigator is a member of law enforcement that is responsible for identifying, collecting, and preserving and packaging the physical evidence that is found at a crime scene. They must perform work at the crime scene. Few also will perform work at laboratories as well. They must collect things such as firearms, fingerprints, DNA samples, photographic evidence, and ballistics. These professions may be employed by sheriff's office, the FBI, or a police state department. Qualifications: they must have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice or forensic science. Some may only need an associate's degree or a certificate for certain programs. You must have knowledge in scientific observation, criminal justice system, natural sciences, and some also will require a license or certifications. Others may require the completion of specific training programs. As a forensic science investigator, you must possess certain qualities. These qualities would be able to work and cope in certain situations that may be difficult for them to work in. You must have keen observation and technical skills. You must be able to work independently, but also be able to work with an investigative team. You must be open to learn new skills and technologies, and you must be good with written and oral communications, and you must also be good with time management. The CSI professions that take place at crime scenes are crime scene technicians, forensic photographers, forensic sketch artists, ballistic expert, fingerprint expert. The crime scene technician duties are: they must coordinate the evidence team at the crime scene. They must possess and package physical evidence collected at the crime scenes with accurate records to ensure proper evidence collection. They must maintain records of physical evidence collection. They must make sure all supplies are stocked and available for the CSI personnel. They must make sure the equipment is clean and in proper working order. They must package and transport physical evidence to the forensic crime laboratory. Now, a crime scene photographer's duties. They must capture the scene through digital or film photographs. They must take the initial photographs of the crime scene. Then they will need detailed photographs of victims, victim wounds, and evidence at the crime scene. The evidence found or obtained through these photographs plays a significant role in the criminal proceedings. Forensic sketch artist. Their duties are to overview witness and victims at the scene, gather information to make a sketch of the perpetrator, which is the person that was involved with the crime. And then they must be able to make a reconstruction of the crime scene. And they must be able to use computer programs so they can make a precise and better sketch of what they did with their drawing. A ballistic expert. They are the ones that are referred to as firearm examiners. They are responsible for the collection of firearms and ammunition. They must also be able to analyze any ballistic related evidence. They must also be able to determine things such as trajectory and angle from the firearms. At the scene, they will be there to study shell castings, bullet fragments, clips. Fingerprint expert duties. They are responsible for preserving, studying, and evaluating the fingerprints that are found at the crime scene. They must be able to work with photographic and computer equipment to help enhance the visual print. They must be able to prepare detailed reports on the test and the results that they found from the information that they gathered in the fingerprints that they collected. They have to preserve the fingerprints for lab analysis, and the fingerprint images into state and they have to put fingerprint into state and national databases. DNA experts. They are responsible for obtaining any biological information from the scene, things such as hair, blood, tissue, saliva, or even DNA on a suspect's clothing. They have to collect the samples, and they must be able to isolate an individual's DNA from the samples that is collected. When they are referencing the DNA collected to other DNA that is stored in national databases that will help them determine the identity of the person's DNA they collected. The work of a DNA expert is very crucial in many cases, as they can be the deciding factor. They can be the deciding factor in cases because they have collected a person's hair, blood, tissue, DNA, or a suspect's clothing, because those are the only things that were found at a crime scene. So that is crucial for the determination and the outcoming factor in many cases dealing with forensic science. So let's talk about an overview for forensic science. Investigators, they have many duties and they must be fulfilled when conducting crime scenes. Any job duty in criminal scene investigation is a very important job because it can be the difference in cracking a case or having no leads in a case. They must be very professional when working, and they must be able to work in a timely manner and be very precise, because they cannot afford to miss any information. Any information that is missed when going over their jobs could be very crucial and can hurt or help the outcome of the cases. The jobs, they can be very demanding. They can take lots of training and practices, and it takes time to become involved in this time of work. Thank you very much.